Roth IRAs are a major power tool when it comes to building for retirement. However, there are mistakes that are costing men thousands of dollars a year. And when you add those numbers up to retirement, it could add up to being hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not a million plus. Again, you don't want to be missing out on millions, so I'm going to be going over these Roth IRA mistakes so you can avoid them too. The first Roth IRA mistake is not opening an account at all. I see this a lot with young men, and it's stagnation. Men don't want to invest, and I understand it. It's not fun, it's a little uncomfortable, and you might have to do some research and learning outside of your job or school when you'd rather just come home and unwind and relax. I get it, it's uncomfortable. Don't get me wrong. However, it's necessary to start as early as possible. Just simply opening a Roth IRA account can jumpstart your investing journey. So again, once you open the account, it becomes much easier to deposit money and start investing today. Again, time in the market will always beat timing the market. So it is so much more important to start investing as soon as you possibly can compared to trying to pick the right stocks at the right time, because it's almost near impossible, and especially if you're a beginner investor, you're never going to be able to do that. So it's much more important is to start today and start building your portfolio today. Which brings us to mistake number 2, forgetting to invest it at all. This sounds really silly. How can we open an account but forget to invest the money? Well, a lot of people think Roth IRAs are simple. You just put money in it and it grows. Well, that's not how Roth IRAs work. You actually have to invest the money inside of the account. Think of a Roth IRA kind of like a secondary bank account, right? If I take money from one bank account and put it into another bank account, it doesn't really do anything. You actually have to put it into work. However, the difference between a bank account and a Roth IRA is that you can actually take the money and directly invest it when it's inside of a Roth compared to when it's in a bank account. Now, this is where people get things wrong. They're like, all right, I got to figure out where to put all my money. I got to pick the right stocks. I got to pick the right companies that are going to succeed in the future. I got to pick startups that are going to blow up out of nowhere. And while you can do all that and those are options, there are so many easier options through bonds, ETFs, mutual funds, stocks, index funds. And personally, I go with index funds. You're going to want to do your own research because I'm not here to give you financial advice. However, there are much simpler options that don't guarantee returns but have been proven to be pretty successful over time. Again, you're going to have to find those options on your own and pick them on your own. But once you do, your money should be able to start growing in your Roth IRA today. But again, you want to make sure you're avoiding the mistake of not just putting the money in the account and expecting it to grow, because it will not unless it's invested into something. Mistake number 3 is not knowing the limits. This sounds really simple, but there are some limits when it comes to Roth IRAs. Number 1 is the contribution limit. I think for 2026, the contribution limit on Roth IRAs are $7,000. That means you're able to deposit $7,000 into your Roth IRA and invest it. You're not allowed to deposit anymore. Of course, you can deposit less, but you want to try to max it out. Now, the reason for this is they don't want people overly taking advantage of tax-advantaged accounts because they can be really beneficial for the investor. However, they're not great for the other parties, aka mainly the government. So that's why the contribution limit exists. Again, you can't go over it anyways, and if you find a way to, it's going to be illegal, so don't try to. Another contribution limit is your income. I think for single people, it's around $168,000, and I think for a married couple, it might be around $300,000 something dollars. They'll probably be on screen right now. However, if you are making over those amounts, make sure you are not contributing anything to your Roth IRA because you're simply not allowed to, and it's illegal. This is a major mistake because if you end up committing this, it's technically fraud, and there could be a lot of legal issues that go into this. You just don't want to push it at all. And to be able to even contribute money when you're making over this means you'd probably have to put false information into the platform or the brokerage that you're going through, which is just going to create even more and more problems. Again, this is a major mistake. If you are out of bounds of the contribution limits in any ways, make sure to not be investing inside of a Roth IRA. There will be so many headache issues that are crazy. Just don't do it. Which brings us to our next mistake, waiting until you're ready. This kind of goes back to what I was talking about earlier, the stagnation of, I'll wait, I'll put it off. But let me tell you right now, you're never going to be ready. You're never going to be ready to sacrifice money now for later. It's never going to happen. It's uncomfortable. It's not fun. We've talked about it earlier. Planning for retirement is not a joy. It's not a blast. It hurts. And it takes time. And it takes time to learn, and it takes time to invest. And you want to start that earlier, like we talked about about earlier as well, but it's really not that complex. Start as early as you can, learn and educate yourself, and just go, go, go. Your future self will truly thank you. Which brings us to our fifth mistake, pulling money out early. Now, this is something I don't think many people talk about when it comes to Roth IRAs because we just assume it's for retirement, and so we just don't talk about it. However, pulling your money out is actually a major mistake. The withdrawal age for a Roth IRA is 59 and a half, meaning if you wait until you're 59 and a half, you'll be able to pull your money out just like as advertised, completely tax-free. However, people that pull their money out of a Roth IRA early will end up paying tax on it, which is not a good thing at all. Not only that, but there's usually an early withdrawal penalty, which will really add up. So not only are you going to be getting a worse deal if you pull your money out early compared to a brokerage account, you're going to be paying the normal tax, but you're also going to be able to pay the penalty as well on that. That's why it is absolutely crucial to wait until you are past the age of 59 and a half before you pull your money out of your Roth. Again, the whole point of the Roth IRA is to avoid tax. So if you're not avoiding tax, then what's the point? And again, the Roth IRA is meant for retirement, and you're not going to probably retire before the age of 59 and a half unless you're an absolute rich bazillionaire. And if you're able to retire at that age, your Roth IRA is probably the least of your concerns as well. So it all just kind of adds up. But for the average person, they should not be touching the money until they are 59 and a half, like we already talked about. It helps for retirement, and you don't want to incur that interest on the gains, and you don't want to incur the penalty as well, because you're just going to be spending a lot of excess money that you don't have to if you do it smartly. And mistake number 6 is trying to time the market. Look, we all think that we're going to be the next genius to pull off some crazy big short heist on the stock market, and honestly, it's just not true. We're not Wolf of Wall Streets, we're just normal guys trying to invest and retire. And that's all right. That being said, don't try to be that guy. Don't try to time the market, don't try to short random things, don't try to buy crypto, don't try to do crazy stuff. Try to build yourself an early retirement nest egg. Try to buy yourself financial freedom. Take smart, calculated risks, not glorified gamble risks. It's not worth it in the long run, and overall, trying to time the market and trying to pick the right stocks just is not the best investment strategy at all. However, if that's what you want to do and it works for you, then go ahead and do it. But for most men, for the average man, it's not worth it. It's much better to go for mutual funds, index funds, or other investing strategies. If you enjoyed this video, check out another one on my channel right now.